In the charming lakeside town of Silver Lake, Michigan, where gentle waves kissed the sandy shore and tall pine trees whispered secrets to the wind, there lived a boy named Alex Thompson. Alex had bright hazel eyes, messy sandy-brown hair, and a smile that used to light up every room like summer sunshine. But lately, that smile had faded. Inside his chest lived a heavy, aching pain that he carried everywhere, like an invisible backpack filled with stones. The pain started 2 summers ago on a bright July afternoon. Alex and his best friend, Jordan, had been racing their bikes along the lakeside path, laughing and shouting as the wind whipped through their hair. Jordan, always the daring one with freckles and a gap-toothed grin, pedaled faster and faster. "Bet you can't catch me," he yelled. Alex pushed harder, but suddenly Jordan's front wheel hit a hidden root. The bike flipped. Jordan flew through the air and landed hard on the rocks near the water's edge. Alex jumped off his own bike and ran to his friend, heart pounding. Jordan was hurt badly, his leg twisted in a way it shouldn't be. The ambulance came quickly, lights flashing red and blue across the lake. At the hospital, doctors worked hard, but Jordan's leg never healed perfectly. He would walk with a limp forever, and he could no longer run or play soccer the way he loved. Jordan's parents were kind, but the accident changed everything. Jordan stopped coming to Alex's house. He stopped answering messages. The laughter between them disappeared. Alex blamed himself completely. "If I hadn't raced him, if I had told him to slow down, it's all my fault," he whispered every night into his pillow. The pain grew heavier. He stopped riding his bike. He stopped laughing with other friends. At school, he sat alone during recess, staring at the playground where he and Jordan used to swing so high they felt like they could touch the clouds. Guilt wrapped around his heart like thorny vines, making every happy moment feel wrong. His mother noticed the change. She would hug him and say softly, "Sweetheart, accident happen. Jordan knows it wasn't on purpose." But Alex couldn't let go. The pain turned into anger at himself, at the route on the path, even at Jordan for not forgiving him right away. He became quiet and withdrawn, pushing away anyone who tried to get close. The once bright boy felt trapped in a dark cloud that followed him everywhere. One crisp autumn day, when the leaves turned fiery red and orange and the lake sparkled like liquid gold, a new teacher arrived at Silver Lake Elementary. Her name was Mrs. Eleanor Park, a gentle woman with silver-streaked hair and eyes that seemed to hold stories from many lands. She taught art, but she taught something deeper too, lessons about feelings and healing. During one special class, Mrs. Park brought in a big box of smooth river stones and colorful paints. "Today," she said warmly, "we're going to paint what's heavy in our hearts. Then we'll learn how to set it free." Alex painted his stone dark gray with sharp black thorns all over it. When Mrs. Park asked him to share, he stayed silent, clutching the stone tightly. After school, Mrs. Park found Alex sitting alone by the lake. She sat beside him on a fallen log and spoke softly. "Pain is real, Alex. It's like a deep cut. But if we hold on to it too long, it festers and keeps hurting us more than the original wound. Forgiveness isn't saying what happened was okay. It's choosing to stop carrying the hurt so we can heal and move forward." Alex looked at her with tears in his eyes. "But it was my fault. Jordan can't run anymore because of me. How can I ever forgive myself?" Mrs. Park smiled kindly and picked up a smooth white stone from the shore. "Watch this." She skipped the stone across the water, 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect bounces before it sank. The stone doesn't fight the water. It lets go and trusts the lake to hold it. Forgiveness is like that. You don't erase the past, but you let it rest so your heart can be light again. That night, Alex couldn't sleep. He took out the dark painted stone from his backpack and held it in his hands. Memories flooded back, the laughter, the crash, the hospital, the silence. The pain felt sharp, but for the first time, he also remembered the good times with Jordan. Building forts in the woods, sharing ice cream on hot days, staying up late telling ghost stories. The happy memories were still there, buried under the guilt. The next morning, Alex made a brave decision. He rode his bike, the same one from that terrible day, slowly to Jordan's house. His hands shook as he knocked on the door. Jordan's mom answered with a surprised but gentle smile. Jordan came to the door on crutches, his leg in a brace. The two boys stood awkwardly for a moment. "I'm so sorry," Alex said, his voice cracking. "I should have been more careful. I miss you every day. I understand if you never want to be friends again." Jordan looked at him quietly for a long time. Then he said, "It hurt a lot, Alex. I was mad at first, at the bike, at the path, even at you. But I've been thinking too. It was an accident. You didn't mean for it to happen. I miss our adventures too." Tears rolled down both boys' cheeks. They didn't hug right away, the pain was still there, but they sat on the porch and talked. Really talked. Jordan showed Alex the exercises he did to make his legs stronger. Alex told Jordan about the heavy stone and Mrs. Park's lesson. For the first time in 2 years, the thorny vines around Alex's heart began to loosen. Over the following weeks, small steps of forgiveness grew like wildflowers after rain. Alex visited Jordan often. They started simple things together, drawing comics, building model boats to sail on the lake, and even riding bikes again, but slowly and safely this time. Alex helped Jordan with his physical therapy, cheering him on during tough moments. Jordan taught Alex that it was okay to make mistakes and still be a good friend. The pain didn't vanish overnight. Some days Alex still felt guilty when he saw Jordan limping. But each time, he would remember the skipping stone and choose to let the heavy feeling rest instead of carrying it. He painted new stones with brighter colors, blues for the lake, greens for the pines, yellows for friendship. Mrs. Park hung them in the classroom as a reminder that hearts can heal. One sunny spring afternoon, when the ice had melted and the lake was alive with boats and laughter, Alex and Jordan stood at the starting line of the school's fun bike parade. Jordan's leg was stronger now, and he rode with a special adapted bike. As they pedaled side by side, not racing but enjoying the wind and the cheers from friends and family, Alex felt something beautiful bloom inside him. The heavy backpack of pain had become lighter. In its place was forgiveness, for Jordan, for the accident, and most importantly, for himself. He realized that holding on to blame had hurt him far more than the accident ever did. Forgiveness didn't mean forgetting. It meant choosing joy again. It meant opening his heart to new adventures instead of staying trapped in the old one. As they crossed the finish line together, laughing and waving to the crowd, Alex looked at his friend and said, "Thank you for giving me another chance." Jordan grinned with his gap-toothed smile returning. "Thank you for never giving up on us." From that day on, Alex became known in Silver Lake not as the boy who caused an accident, but as the boy who learned to forgive and heal. He helped other kids who carried their own pains, whether from arguments, lost games, or mistakes, by sharing his story of the dark stone and the skipping stone. His mother watched him with proud, teary eyes. His teachers noticed the light returning to his smile. And the tall pine trees seemed to whisper even sweeter secrets to the wind, celebrating a heart that had traveled from deep pain to beautiful forgiveness. Because the greatest strength isn't never falling or never hurting others. It's having the courage to say "I'm sorry," to hear "I forgive you," and to let the past rest gently so the future can shine bright and free. In the end, Alex discovered that forgiveness is the key that unlocks the heaviest doors inside us. And when we turn that key, we don't just free ourselves. We open the door for love, laughter, and friendship to come rushing back in like waves on a sunny Michigan shore.